Hey, Talk About Rock fans, Rob Edwards here. We're on location at the School of Rock, North Buffalo. So happy to be here, and so glad you folks have been tuning into our show. Over the last 2 years, we've brought you some of the best local bands from Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York, Nashville, Tennessee, and Las Vegas, Nevada, and all other parts of the country. And also national recording acts as well, from Autograph to Queensryche, to many others. We're so glad you all joined us. This is going to be our special Season 2 finale coming up here live on location at the School of Rock in Buffalo. Hello folks, we're sitting down here with Joe Pietrkiewicz, the owner of the first School of Rock in North Buffalo. Joe, how's it going today, my friend?
Very good, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate it. So it was like a little over a year now that you and I met at one of the local rock shows, right?
That's correct.
I saw your really cool School of Rock set up there, and I was like, in awe, what is this? What is this cool thing that's coming to our town? And I was just blown away. What was the idea to get you started in doing this?
Actually, it came to me from a video. I was literally laying on the couch 1:30 in the morning watching YouTube, and a rock video came on. It was one of my favorite songs by Ronnie James Dio, Holy Diver, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. These kids coming out on stage, performing live, and I said, I have to see this.
And they were doing Holy Diver.
They were doing Holy Diver.
That's amazing.
And the girl came out. She had a purple and black vest. I was like, she's going to sing Ronnie James Dio. I got to hear this.
Right. Not easy task.
No. And I perked up and I listened to it, and I could not believe how talented these kids were. And 43 videos later, 5:30 in the morning, I contacted School of Rock and said I want more information, and that's how the road began.
So you watched 43 School of Rock videos that night, and you were just hooked.
I didn't know what they were. Neither I heard of School of Rock as a franchise.
Right. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that it is a franchise, that it is an actual school. It's not from the movie or from, a musical. It's actually a school.
Yes, and it actually started before the School of Rock movie came out. They started in '89. The movie didn't come out until 2000, 2002. So it's been around since '89. Started in Philadelphia, and now they've grown to over 300 locations around the world.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, what background do you bring to all this? Now, you have some music background, right? You were playing music, and you've been in the community as well for a while,
yes,
right?
I played in bands. I actually filled in for bands when they needed it. My background is actually law. I worked in the law field for quite a few years, and I've always wanted to have something of my own, but have something that would give back to the community at the same time. And music was always part of that. And so when I saw the video and saw the map of School of Rock, knowing that there was a big void in the map for Buffalo, New York, I just thought of it as, hey, I'm Pa Ingalls and that's my prairie. And that's how I actually thought about it. And I contacted School of Rock, and the road began.
Yeah, there's definitely was so much missing here. Not like back in the day. We used to have lots of different music stores, and they gave a lot of lessons in schools, and a lot of that's been taken away, and we don't see that. And Buffalo is such a great community, and so many great local musicians have come from here too. So it was such a shame to kind of see that going away.
And there was such a need for it in the area because schools were cutting back. Catholic schools had to cut their courses because of the fact of financial means. I saw that there was a huge demand for a product that was so different from everything else, where not only did we teach a lesson, but we also have the kids perform. And to me, that was the biggest thing. When I was learning lessons, it was okay. But when I was playing in front of people, that's when I was alive.
Right, and I think that's the biggest thing, right? Performance-based, yes. Getting used to that, getting used to playing live, and even recording. You're gonna have a recording studio in here as well for them to record.
Yes, students and from preschool through adults. If you are a student of School of Rock, North Buffalo, if you want to record something, that is included with your tuition. So That alone, you can record your music. We actually have a database at School of Rock Corporate, and we're able to actually put the songs in the database for artists to actually peruse through, and then if they choose it, the child gets the royalties, not School of Rock.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I always wondered where a place like this was when I was growing up. They never had anything like this. I would have been knocking at your door if I was 16 years old saying, where do I sign up? But let's take the folks around here and we'll show them a little bit of a tour. Maybe take them into the back room. We'll be right back, folks, and we'll take you backstage at School of Rock, North Buffalo. All right, folks, we're back. We're backstage at the School of Rock with the owner here, Joe Pietrkiewicz. How's it going, Joe?
Very good, Rob.
Love this space back here, man. Tell us about how you guys put this together and some of your programs. This is amazing.
Well, this is our main stage. So not only do we have the lessons on the other side of the building, the children ages actually 8 all the way up through adults would be able to come over here from either an hour and a half up to 3 hours, and they would actually be able to go on stage with people their age for anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hour time, learning the songs as a band.
So you're putting bands together right away and having them learn in a group environment as soon as they're getting into lessons. And as soon as they're ready for that, you put them with like individuals, right?
Yes. And even if they're not 100% ready, they can actually come in, they can see what the band is about, they can see what the group dynamic is. They can start learning something even before they learn the music.
That's
so
amazing.
From day one, they're going to be learning how to, rock like a rock star or act like a country star, be able to move, see the other children perform, and start actually building a bond with them.
Yeah, so that's a good point. It's not just rock here at the School of Rock. You're also doing...
We're doing country, we're doing pop, we're doing blues, we're going to be doing pretty much anything kind of music. We really are going to have different shows. We're going to be making our own shows, which I'm very happy and proud to say we'll be doing that in the near future. And we're really going to change it up.
Excellent, excellent. So tell us about the programs. So you have programs from little folks, Little Wings. Tell us about that.
Yes, we teach from preschool through adults. Little Wings is our youngest program, ages 3 and 4. Okay. And it's a music-based program where you're going to have little pianos, little guitars, little drums, tambourines, maracas, things that are going to have the children learn a little bit about tempo, a little about beat at a young age. Because children can learn that at a young age and keep their attention span going because they have it in their minds that this is something that they enjoy.
Right.
Music is the only, or one of the only activities I would say, that actually enlightens both sides of your brain at one time. So your brain is alive and full when you're dealing with music, and it starts at a very young age.
Right, exactly. It helps you in all other areas of life, right?
Including school.
It's right, school, science, math, social. It helps you develop in those other areas when you're working with music.
Well, School of Rock has been around since '89, and I can tell you from the people that I've spoke to and the kids that I've seen who had struggled with academic classes where they were possibly D students at best, literally within a short time through the School of Rock, becoming A students. And this is not just a fluke, it's not something that's not unheard of. It's around the country that these children are improving because they're finding their team, they're finding a group that accepts them, and music just brings them alive.
That's amazing. So tell us about some of the other programs you have besides Little Wings. What else?
Little Wings, then we go to Rookies. Rookies is ages 5 through 7.
Okay.
And Rookies is where we will give you a little bit of everything. So you're going to get a little bit of guitar, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums, a little bit of piano, a little bit of vocals. When the child shows interest in one criteria, then we can advance them into another program where they will either be getting individual lessons by themselves with an instructor, or if they're of age, we will actually bring them into Rock 101, which is our next step up.
So Rookies is like a preview program. They can check out the different instruments, see what maybe fits better for them or where their interest lies, and then they can move ahead from there.
Absolutely, and it's a stepping stone. It steps them into different instruments, and you may find out that they may not only like guitar, they may like drums too.
Right.
We have some of our students taking 3 or 4
Really?
actual lessons.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So after Rookies, you were telling us about the next thing you go to after that. What's
Yes.
after the Rookies?
That is Rock 101. Rock 101 is where you get an individual lesson with an instructor, 45 minutes a week. The same week, we will have them come in. We will pair them with children their age for an hour and a half on stage. And we are building them up, getting their talents up to where they can not only work as a group, but they also are strengthening their ability on the instrument that they've chosen. So they'll be able to play as a group and grow as an individual artist.
Amazing, amazing. This is such an amazing organization. How long have they been doing this at School of Rock? When did this all start? And I think this is a patented process they put together, right?
Yes. Music First is a patented process by School of Rock. It's actually one of the only music patents that have been given out for this type of instruction. I know that they have fought vigorously to get this patented, and other companies have been doing the same. School of Rock was the first. And you learn through the music. How I used to teach guitar is we would learn through, say, a book that basically taught Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Green Sleeve, stuff like that.
Right, some basic notes, some basic chords,
yes.
Whatever.
Very basic.
Right.
You start on one string at a time. In Music First, you're going to be, the method is going to teach you how to learn through the song itself. So instead of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you may start with Kansas Wayward Son. And that's going to be the song that you're going to learn out the bat. But you may learn, out of the music, you're going to learn tempo, you're going to learn the beat, you're going to learn how to read music, you're going to learn how to actually strum from the very beginning, where chords are usually about a whole 3 or 4 months in regular genre teaching, 3 or 4 months down the road. Or a basic A chord is very beginning in the first at least couple months.
Right, so are you offering them a list of songs, giving them some ideas, or do you let them look through some of the things you have?
We actually have some music that they will start with, and then if they want to bring other music in, they have that right. Now, in our Method app, it's also online that they can bring home. So what happens is they can go online and pick basically out of hundreds of thousands of songs, another song. As long as they're learning the criteria that the instructor is showing them, we will also teach them the songs that they want to learn on a regular basis. What we are trying to do is when we go to the next level, which is now our performance level, Rock 101 has graduated to performance. Not only do you get a 45-minute individual lesson, you come back for 3 hours a week and go on stage. And we are working towards 3 shows a year.
So they're just not on stage here. They're going to be on stage at other places around Buffalo and other states.
Yes, we're actually going to have some major venues around the area that actually has concerts. We will actually, in late March, will be our first concert that the kids are working towards. And that'll be given at one of the venues in the downtown area, if not at the college. And they will actually be on stage performing in front of families, friends, and actually open to the public. So British Invasion will be our first show. The kids have already started for a little over a month and a half, a little less than that actually. They are already working as a group, and a lot of these students for the first time have picked up these instruments literally only 3 weeks ago. So they are now already playing and working as a group in such a short time frame. It just staggers.
Well, they definitely have the method correct, right? You definitely learn quicker in a group, like high mind type of atmosphere, when everybody's working together and you can work off of each other and things like that. It just happens so much faster.
Not only that, it's also the instructors. I take my hat off to all my instructors. Very blessed and humbled. From George Tuska, from the original drummer from the Goo Goo Dolls as my music director, Rick Harfa, who's my coordinators. We have people from bands from the Fleetwood Mac experience. We have Stacy, Miranda, and Ryan. I have Karen, who has been teaching vocals for a number of years. I'm very blessed and humbled to have these people with me. We have young instructors right now that are just, and not only as good as the older instructors, but they have so much areas, recording and different genres, even DJing, where they're teaching the older instructors new things.
Yeah, one of your instructors is helping you pick out some of your studio equipment for you too, and getting that in line, right?
Actually, it was pretty funny. I had studio equipment ordered for our studio, which is free for the students and instructors to use. As long as you are a student of rock, you can record in not only a sound booth, but you can also record in this room also simultaneously, so individual or as a band. And he basically said, "Why are you doing this when you can do this?"
Right?
He
He
opened
was
up-
on top of the new technology
Yes.
or whatever, yeah.
Oh, technologies. He's on top of like 9 different technologies. And he's like, well, why don't we do this? And I looked at it, I'm like, I don't know, why not? And so
Right.
we revamped everything we're doing, and now we're actually gonna have from a low, medium style recording studio to actually a medium to high style recording studio. And all because of the fact of the knowledge of what this young man has to bring to us.
That's amazing. You got some really talented people here, got some really talented instructors. You have some great programs, you have an amazing place you put together here. It's just, I love it. So your students, you got classes every night going on?
Classes Monday through Sunday. We have performance right now in 2 sections on Thursdays and Saturdays. Adult performance is going to be starting in January.
So you're teaching adults too. This is not just for kids.
From preschool through adults. And for parents that are concerned about, well, we have adults mixed with children, no we don't. We actually have a barrier that if children are on one side, adults have to stay on the other. Everything is monitored profusely, over 18 cameras alone.
Right, you have a very intense security system here,
Yes.
watching every single room.
And the fact that all of our instructors are very, very deeply have background checks. Their background checks are very thorough. Everything is checked and double checked, as well as monitoring going on throughout the building. And adults stay on one side, children stay on the other if there is adults in the building, and vice versa. So we can make sure that not only are the adults safe, but also the children are safe at the same time.
That's definitely so important. So when you have adults that want to do vocals, and you're also looking at doing programs for handicapped folks.
Yes, School of Rock actually surprisingly does not have a handicap program, and
you're starting one.
I am starting one. I want to get one off the ground. I'm going to be working with another School of Rock in the state of New York who has already started a program, have been working on it, but I want to actually work with that School of Rock and tailor a program that we can offer back to corporate and say, listen, this is something that should be viable and should be offered around the world. And I'm with great hopes, I want to basically have that offered throughout the country and actually throughout the world.
And School of Rock is all over the country and all over the world.
Yes, we go as far as the Philippines, Taiwan. It's all around the United States. We are now, because of us, Rochester had heard about it, and now Rochester is opening shortly. Those guys are wonderful too. They're gonna have a wonderful product. I can't say enough about the people that are already in the School of Rock organization, as well as the new people coming in. It's definitely going to change the game in Western New York as to what is being offered to our children, offered to our adults, including our house band, which our students are free to join.
Right, so you have 2 things. You have the house band and then you have the All-Stars. Oh, performance,
Yeah.
okay.
And then we actually have the next step, which is corporate all-stars. You're absolutely right. Performance basically is where you have 3 performances a year, like the first one is March 23rd. If the children want to join our house band, they have to audition. We're looking for 35 to 40 children to go out and actually, we'll be performing at places all around Western New York. I'm talking some very, very well-known concerts we will be part of. We're going to be at the county fairs. We're going to be in places that you will not believe getting free music. And these kids will be played out in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people. And I just cannot wait for them to really get to that point. And then every summer, they get to go on a road trip. We actually load up 35 to 40 kids on 2 tour buses. We go through 11 days. We'll go through 9 different states. We'll actually have them perform a gig every evening for 9 days. We incorporate 2 days of fun. We bring them home.
So it's like a School of Rock mini tour for kids to the different schools of rock.
Yes, and now not only schools of rock, we'll be going through different cities. So we'll be doing different events, different fairs, different venues throughout the country.
And what other music school offers that?
Not anyone that I know of. Not to the level and to the ability that School of Rock has become. You can go online and I would say you can go look at Cleveland's School of Rock. They actually have 2 years worth of their 11-day road trip blogs online. And I give Shelley in Cleveland a lot of credit. She has 3 schools out there, and she has a wonderful, wonderful setup, a wonderful house band. I can't say enough about her. look at her videos because it will show you what is actually going on and what we will be doing on a regular basis.
Yeah, it's such a cool organization. I was lucky enough to check out some of the ones in Las Vegas, and their schools out there are really, really something cool as well. They're playing in clubs out there and doing really great. I'm so glad this is here in Buffalo, and you got some plans in the future here for Buffalo as well.
Yes.
Coming up, right?
I am right now in talks, and I am looking to open a second location, which I'm hoping in late 2023 to open up a spot in Orchard Park. So we will have the North Towns and the South Towns covered through one of our franchises.
Excellent, excellent. That's just outstanding. That's great. Well, I wish you so much luck, and I really appreciate everything you've done for Talking About Rock. It's been a great year with you. Grand opening at the School of Rock, all the stuff that's going on here, this great facility, the great instructors you have. It's been amazing. You know,
And anybody that wants a free tour, anybody who wants a free trial lesson, please give us a call at 716-317-ROCK. We'd be more than happy to show you the facility and also give you a tour and a free trial lesson.
yeah, it's a great place, folks. Come on down and check it out. Thank you so much for joining us for our second season finale of Talking About Rock. Coming up next season, we'll be checking out School of Rock, Rochester, seeing what's rocking with them out there. Thank you all very much.